graduation day.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't, yeah. I feel good sometimes I don't, like, I finesse down Western Road, like, next. Might go down to G.O.D.
The following Thursday,
One, two, three.
flashback.
Thank you, Mr. Ray, for that introduction, and really your immense support these last 4 years. Words cannot describe. And thank you, graduates, for giving me this honor. It is truly wonderful. I have 5 minutes to speak on this stage, and no matter how fast I speak, it's impossible to summarize a high school experience. It's not possible with 30 minutes, or even a day, or even a year. It took 4 years. So indeed, I think it is prudent not to try. But for just a moment, consider me a salesman, and let me backtrack you all the way to grade 8, when you were faced with the decision of choosing to go to Markville. Let me assure you that if you choose to go to Markville, you won't regret it. Let me assure you that this product, 4 years at Markville, is not some scam or ripoff, and I'm not selling you this from the passion of my heart. I'm selling you this because you want it, you need it, and you will believe in it. And instead, I'm selling you the memories of a lifetime. And I urge you to buy all 4 years. Here's my pitch. Let me first run down the benefits. Here's a fan favorite. Markville is a place where you get no homework. No homework. Just home fun. Markville is a place of secrets where you can sneak food into the library, into a cubicle, and eat it slowly, piece by piece, so you hide it from the librarians. Markville is a place where you get to enjoy your snow days at home. Whoa, wait a minute. What is a snow day? In your 4 years here, you will experience the joy of going through Markville's parking lot, visiting the Tanger and the Deli, RIP, and running back from the mall with your best friends while trying to make it to your next class. Convincing, right? Now, as any good salesman, let me read you the fine print, because I know you see through the deception. Like any other top-ranked school in the province, there will be problems. There will be as much lows as there are highs. You will have staying up till 1 a.m. to finish your English essay is a unique type of stress one can only imagine. But at least you'll feel confident having pulled it off. You'll have the opportunity to argue about whether or not the question was asking about dress codes or uniforms. Remember that? But in the end, we all made it here today. You will likely experience awkward palpitations and cry every time you check teach assist. But once in a while, you get a smile on your face knowing you didn't do too bad. You will anxiously select your courses for next year that you will later come to regret. At least you'll have the opportunity to go to guidance and say you wanted a better lunch when you didn't want to fail math. The point is this, you won't want to trade the journey for anything because you will discover unique opportunities you couldn't have imagined. I joined Markville really on a fluke. I met some of my closest friends because of a high five. And I discovered some of my favorite courses like finance and politics simply because I knew other people taking them. How about you? Now let's rewind a bit. Look, I know you're only in grade 8 and all you care about is making friends at recess or dancing the Gangnam Style, but the truth is that at Markville your experiences are not just trivial ones. You'll reminisce about as you grow old and great. Through years of joining clubs like DECA, HOSA, and reviews, you will grow as a person. You will compete and push boundaries in ways that you can't imagine. You will learn a lot. As a kid in grade 8, you don't know that a mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Nor do you know how to use your right-hand rule during your physics exams, and you certainly don't know how to your circle fetch from music theory. I promise you this, after you graduate, you will learn all of this and so much more. In all honesty, the real reason that the proverbial light bulb goes off in your head at least once, is because of the administrative staff, teachers, caretaker crew, all the people that make it Markville happen for you. It's at this time that I want a round of applause for our Markville community. Make some noise. Now, if I haven't sold you on Markville yet, let me appeal to your heart and not just your brain. You see, Markville offers something that's arguably more precious than anything you can possibly learn through a class or a project. Simply put, Markville brings you relationships of various forms, mentorship, and if you're lucky, perhaps even love. But for most of us, amazing friends who will be there for the test of time. Through friendships you will create each and every one of you will be enriched somehow. Just think about what the following things have in common. Helping someone out of peer tutoring, visiting Camp Robin Hood as part of TAC, being a part of the basketball team, attending the downtown law trips to the courts, or even much further, jet planning on a trip to sunny Orlando, or even Europe. The answer is simple. For each of these experiences, should you choose to partake in them, if you attend Markville, you won't be alone. Markville has more sports teams and clubs than some of the largest schools in the province, and friendships are made from being teammates, whether you win or lose with one another. You will share every minute with some of the coolest people in your corner. Now, I presented this amazing product 4 years in Markville, and given my powers of persuasion, most of you are ready to buy, and you're probably wondering how much is it going to cost? Well, the answer is simple, $0. Despite what you hear with hidden fees like the semi-formals and field trips, spiritware, sack donations, and don't get me started on prom. Let me continue. $0, but priceless benefits. Now, you're likely sold and you've decided to join a school becoming a part of tradition that's been around longer than most of us in this room. I want you to remember not just the people who will be in the school with you, but those who are behind the scenes, rooting for you with all their being. One day, you graded students will graduate, and the scene will look just like what's before you today. And ironically, you won't be the reason behind the ceremony, or it'll be those that helped you get here, 17 or 18 years in the making. At this time, I ask all graduates to stand and turn to our grandparents, aunties, uncles, other relatives, parents, to give them our gratitude and appreciation. Make some noise. As much as this day means to the graduates, whose hard work and struggle bring them here, it means even more to those who are not gals, and we thank them with everything we have. Look, I know many of you still have reservations about buying my product now, and I could offer you a buy one get one free deal or 20% off your first year offer if you buy now, but I will do no such thing. I don't have to, and here's why. I'm not selling you on a high school. I'm not selling you on excellence. I'm not selling you on an education. Are you getting it yet? I'm selling you on an experience, because inevitably, high school brings three things and three things only: tears, smiles, and memories. The tears dry, the smiles fade, but the memories last forever. I still remember the times I got accused of stealing library books. I will always remember the times I found my pencil case in the ceiling. And I remember during grade 11 lunch playing Exploding Kittens and Monopoly. So I ask you, what do you remember? Because the memories you take from Markville write the narrative of your book and the ending of this chapter. Now, my friends, here we are today, and I don't have to sell you anymore because you've already bought these memories, and there are no refunds or exchanges. Now, naturally, since you bought my first product, it's only right of me as a salesman to make you upgrade to version 2.0. And this one isn't so cheap. Don't get me wrong, you made the right investment buying the first product. Now let's look ahead. 10, 15, 20 years. Where will you be, and what do you hope to accomplish? More importantly, who do you wish to become? Now, if I have to sell myself and you, the post-Markville graduate, the 2.0 version of yourself, as it were, here are my final words about the qualities that the new and improved product should include. Feature 1, be humble. As the class of 2019, we have all achieved great things upon graduating, surpassing our own limits. And I know we all will continue to do so going forward. But we must never lose sight of the fact that we've all grown from somewhere, and we have much more to learn. Feature 2, learn to relax. I had this rather stressful moment this semester when I was writing one of my math tests, as usual, and I had asked this particular teacher, Mr. Lee, if you wanted me to answer this particular question a certain way, you know those communication marks and all? And he said, there are no wrong answers in life. Needless to say, I got that math question wrong. But it taught me to put things into perspective. While there may be wrong answers in math, there really are no wrong answers in life. Failure is just a matter of perception. The question is, did you learn from it? Feature 3, focus on the micro. One of the memorable things from my economics class was the saying, inch by inch, life's a cinch. It's irrational to worry about what happens tomorrow, the next day, or the one after that. Step by step, everything will fall into place. The better and refined version of yourself only comes into being one day at a time. So focus on the now. Now, before I ask you for your credit card information and shipping deals to upgrade, I have one last request. When you exchange some of your final words and memories with one another tonight and leave these walls, don't say goodbye. Because in reality, this isn't a goodbye. It is just another chapter. Keep in touch, and even if you don't see the 371 of us again, remember that our collective memories will always live within us, and each and every one of us. And with that, to the class of 2019, I say to you, see you later. Thank you. Now, class of 2019, as we have graduated, we can now move our tassels from the left to the right. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, parents. This is when you take out your phones, the IG photos and everything. Get ready, you know what's coming. On the count of 3, everyone, get ready to toss. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, class of 2019.
Ms. Ovaya, please step forward for the presentation to the valedictorian.
Shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have time, but
In closing, we would like to invite everyone to attend the reception being held immediately following the recessional. Please know that the exit from the venue is located on the west end of the parking lot, which brings you to Finchdean Square, and there's no exit onto Nelson Road, so don't go through the one-way entrance, okay? So, would you please rise while the platform party leaves the stage?
Where do we get our diploma?